Hey friends, welcome back to my studio. I'm going to paint a gray cat. The reference photo is linked in this video's description. Isn't that pretty? It's great practice for painting eyes. That's one of the reasons I want to paint it. And I like cats. I'm also going to do a simple background. And I'm thinking kind of a lime green, and then it's peeking over the end of the table or something. I'm going to use primary colors. And I'm going to paint it on a 6" by 6" cradled wood panel. Painting smaller paintings, you can paint more of them and get more practice in. Okay, guys, let's have some fun. Let's set the table. So I used a printout to the size 6 by 6, scribbled on the back of it with chalk pastel like you saw in the time lapse, taped it on to my wood panel and traced it with a ballpoint pen. Red is nice because you can see where you've been. It speeds up the process and you get, like this head is turned just a little, you get an accurate structure. My palette is all primaries except for one color. So we'll start with that color. Quinacridone Magenta is not a primary color. Oh, no, it's not. Primary red is PV19, and this is, I never know if it's PR either 1 or an L22. It's a nice color. Use whatever colors you have. So Quinacridone Magenta, Phthalo Blue Green shade is a heavy body, Mars Black, Titanium White, and Primary Yellow. They're all base, or they're all basics except for the heavy body Phthalo Blue Green shade. I mixed a really bright green. It was really pretty, and I decided it was too bright. So I put some magenta in it, or you could put black in it, to calm the color down. Green and red are complementary colors. They're opposite on the color wheel. I mixed some orange, pulled some of that out, put some black in it and a little more red in it, and made a brown. Oh, and I had that brush in my hand. I used this 3/4 inch, I think it's a 3/4 inch, flat brush from Royal and Langnickel. It's their Moderna line. Just to swipe some paint on. And then I also put some layers on, let it dry. Same with this. It dries, when you put it on thin, it dries pretty quick. A little darker at the bottom, a little darker in the corners. Okay, I think that sets the table. I'll be back in a bit. Let's chat for a minute. So I am working, well, I did the nose and the eyes first. I don't think, well, the eyes aren't done. At minimum, they need a highlight. But one thing that's happening, it's driving me a little crazy, and I think it's the white gesso. I don't know. I tend to like the clear gesso. It's sandier. I'm talking about Liquitex. I've noticed this is sandier and it grabs the paint a little better, but it might just be what you're used to too. So I'm not crazy about, I wanted to show you, like at the top of the eye here. Oh, I don't know if you can see them. There's little tiny white specks. And I've put Excuse me, I don't know how many layers of paint on there. You can see this is one layer of paint. You can see some dry brushing, but there's also some white specks where I'm expecting it to cover. Sorry guys, I haven't talked to anybody today. But one thing that is helping, yeah, there's a lot of white specks. One thing that is helping is those eyes looked kind of funny to me, but now that I'm building up some values, that it looks a lot better, I think, the color. I'm using just gray and white for now. I may come back and glaze. Oh, I'm gonna want to come back and glaze. We'll do a little here. Maybe kind of a pink color. Of course, the white will make it more opaque. It'll be more transparent. But just put a little color in there. Let's see, there'd be a little color, I think. I'm looking at the reference photo. Of course, this is a printout. Just put a little... When cats are warm, they have a little bit more pinker red in their ears. I'm not going to put any in the nose because I think that would mean the cat's not feeling well. Do a little of that. So this is a craft brush from Michaels that I've been using. A number 5 round, but it comes to a point nicely. And when I look at my phone, my hands look purple, but they aren't purple when I look at them. They are pink. It came in this pack, which I don't have very many. Oh, it was a 10-piece pack. I don't have very many of them left. And I'm also using, oh, it might be a 1/4 inch filbert. It's a super cheap brush I got on Amazon. The brand is Zhu, Z-H-U-T-I-N-G. The paint peels off of them pretty easily. Oh, you can see it starting to happen. And I don't leave them in the water. The brushes seem fine, but the handles are not the greatest. But, you know, that doesn't bother me. Let's see, anything else going on? This is taking a lot longer than I thought. I've been working on it for 2 hours today. And I'm puzzling out. So the cat has kind of an M. It's not a very clear M. So I ended up making this black, which I don't see that in the reference photo, but I can come back and lighten it. And I made this almost white, which I don't know if I want to darken it. We'll play with it. Just keep building up. So it can be easier to put in these shapes that I even drew in the chalk pastel. And then build up to light. Okay, guys, I just wanted to pop in with the brushes. I'm fighting getting coverage, although layers always help, but usually it's not this. I don't need that many layers usually, so I don't know what it is. I've had this problem before, and I think it's the white gesso. And it could just be a bottle of white gesso that wasn't mixed well. Since I never buy it, it's the only bottle I have, so I don't know that all of them would be tougher to get paint coverage on. Okay, hopefully a couple of those comments help. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, guys, what do you think? I really like it. I was a little worried about the vibrant colors, but I also saw them as colors in the eye, if I haven't mentioned that already. There's some green right around there. I think both eyes are a little darker. Well, this one's a little darker and this one's a little more orange. I think we're okay. I could make this one even darker. I'll have to take a photo of it and step back. I pretty much used this brush. I was going to use a bigger brush, but I ended up using this one for most of the cat. It says it's a number 5. It's a round brush from Michaels. It's their brand, Artist Loft. I put whiskers above this eye, even though I don't see them in the reference photo. You know, sometimes my cat Wally, he doesn't have as many whiskers above one of his eyes and they'll fall out. That could be what happened here. I thought about taking the whiskers over this table, whatever this is, and I decided not to. These whiskers are a little bit blue. These are straight up white. Sometimes I had to go back and paint them a couple times because I've thinned out the white to get a thin line. But then I wanted it like stronger right there. Anything else? Oh, I put some blues, a little bit of blue over in here. I did put a little bit more, kind of a pinky red up in here. I do have a little blue here. It doesn't really show, and a little blue here. Oh, and there's little bits of blue. So when I get this closer, you guys can see that. I think that's about it. Let's see if I can. Sometimes you guys like a screenshot. I have no idea if that's square. I don't think it is. I can barely see the top of my phone, which is why I can't. Makes it a little harder. Okay, then we'll do a tour. So you can see the blue and the ear over here. I think you can see the difference in the whiskers above that eye and that eye. These are white. These are kind of a blue-white. Putting the different colors in the eye, like there's a little bit of light green here. I have some darker green over here. I think that really makes the eye, the shadows really makes the eyes look round. Getting the shadows in there. And then some softer blues in the pupil. Okay, I'll quit pointing so you can get a look. Oh, I'm gonna back up a little bit. I did splatter just a little bit. I put this dot there on purpose, just for fun. I didn't see this whisker and I put a dot over here. Well, and I got a little green splatter and I just kind of rubbed it off. But there's a little hint of green right there, which I don't mind. Okay, so hopefully some of those comments help. There isn't a lot to, to the sides. Oh, got a little spot of something there. It's probably dry. I think I'll paint over some orange. There's a little splatter on the top. Well, this was fun. I was slower with it than I thought I would be, but I tend to go for those details. Even though this is overall looser painting than if you go back in time, I would have had it even more exact. But I just couldn't seem to work on it fast, which I think is fine. Let's see. So it took me, I think this one took me 5 hours. Maybe a little more because I've been working on it a lot today. I worked on it 3 hours today. So for sure 5, maybe 6 hours. Just so you know. Sometimes people like to know how long it takes. It's so fun to hang out with you. I love that we can connect through YouTube. I super appreciate your support. I could not be a full-time artist without you. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.